You are in control of nothing outside of yourself at this time. Quantum timeline chaos. A lot of us are experiencing this very strongly. Things might not be making sense. And when you try to make sense out of things, it is going to become a struggle. A lot of us are experiencing the anxiety like never before. Because our body is trying to hold on to things and there's nothing to hold on to. So the only thing that you could do, which I'm going to teach you in today's lesson, is basically go with it. The answer is take the journey. And if you are dealing with the anxiety at this time, and we're going to be discussing a lot of these things today, when you reach the point where you just surrender and say, I'm going to take the journey and see where it lets me go, then you start to calm down. You know, it almost feels like a holding pattern, but I'm very in tune and aware, and I'm gonna be sharing a bit about my journey today. And when you start to see that one thing doesn't match up with the next, or this person comes into my life, this thing is going away from my life, but then in the end it all kind of merges, and we're in that chaos period. I've shared about quantum chaos before if you're new to the channel, and now we're looking at it in the lens of timelines today. And there could be people on one timeline and they could fall off and go to another and then come back, and then we come back together. But it is difficult to navigate this minefield of everyday life right now. And you can be dealing with certain forces. There's nothing that you can do. So you must go with the flow. Chris Mason writes, make it make sense. Okay, that is yeah, Chris, I would say that that is like right on point. Maybe you are experiencing things, so maybe that will be the comment of the day. Make it make sense. Okay, I have seen things in the past month. I have experienced things in the past month. And I say to myself, make it make sense, God. Make it make sense. Okay, but sometimes, with quantum events, it's the main video on the channel page. You will turn around, and then in the future, the past will be proven, and then the past will make sense. We're going to make sense of all of this today. We are live. If you're new to the channel, I'm Michael. I discuss the ascension journey, and I make it relevant for everyday life people. More and more people are experiencing this spiritual awakening, or they are understanding reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, and not just the physical reality. There's much more than that. And we're live. If you could hit the like button right now, others will find this message. I appreciate that. The restlessness that you have inside, it's very palpable. The stirring that you have inside. A lot of people are feeling this. You will have to go with it. You cannot force things at this time. You have no choice. I'm going through this with many different aspects of my life. We have plans. We want to move forward with something. We want to manifest something. But you can't force the issue at this time. You are going to have to go with the flow. Make it make sense is the comment du jour. We think we go from A to B all the time. Sometimes we have to go from A to C to D to F, then back to B. Maybe you're experiencing that. And for a lot of us, it could drive us Looney Tunes. Was also a Mandela effect, if you know about the Looney Tunes Mandela effect. Sometimes the Mandela effect, if you're saying, you know what, I'm interested in these quantum timelines, different timelines and realities and stuff, do you know the Mandela effect? You should check out my videos on it. I keep saying we have to do an updated one, right? It's crazy. Yeah, a lot of people feel like that, Pamela. So you can't force a lot of things. What you need to do, ready? You have to go with the path of least resistance. That's how I've been navigating my life, because there are certain things I know, like say my soul feels I'm supposed to go this way. My soul feels I'm supposed to go that way. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to have this in my life. But there's absolutely nothing that you can do. So in the meantime, you have to go with the path of least resistance. Be like the water. And when you take the path of least resistance, all of a sudden you start going downstream, and then you wind up where you're supposed to be, because you don't know maybe how to exactly get there. And I've lived through this over the course of my life. You know, I didn't know how to get to where I am at this stage, right? So if I could always teach about going through that stage prior to, now we go to the next stage. And I know from the past, a storm had to come into my everyday life. Okay, did you have a storm in your life? And chaos comes into your life. But then, on the other side of that chaos, you land where you're supposed to be. When I reflect on my everyday life and I look at my surroundings, I look at my day-to-day activities, I wound up in the perfect place. But I didn't, like, how would I know how to get here? Oh, God swooped me up and you know, sent me to where I needed to be. So a lot of times we have to let go and let God. You could write that down in the comments as well. Let go and let God. But this is a time of high anxiety. And, you know, I'll share about this. You might be waking up in the rising and you feel overwhelming anxiety. Maybe your body is even shaking when you wake up in the rising. Okay, you could raise your hand in the chat, leave comments on this. You know, as always, you know, I've been sharing about magnesium on the ascension journey. And in recent times, I've incorporated ashwagandha. All right, and when you think about, you know, how much, you know, your nervous system is taxed at this time, you're feeling, you know, you don't want your adrenals to be zapped. So the ashwagandha is, you know, very good during a process of high anxiety. Pamela writes, I hear the vibrations. Yeah, I was, you know, speaking to my friend, and, you know, I was asking her, you know, do you hear like ringing in the ears and stuff? And more and more people are having these experiences at this time. So a lot of people, I recently shared about the two ringings. Like sometimes we hear ringing in the ears. Okay, some people perceive that as the third eye or the pineal gland. And then there was like a secondary ringing outside. And, you know, we have to think of everything as a frequency. So we are a frequency. The timeline that we're on, which we're going to get to today, the timeline that we are on, sometimes we start to pick up on that timeline. And the physical, like you say, what is a physical thing, High Commander? Well, how can I learn? How can I learn about this? Something I can really grasp a hold of. And the answer is the Mandela effect. Oh yeah, baby. And once you've seen one, it only takes one. It only takes one Mandela effect to say, wow, okay, I totally know Mr. Rogers said that. I totally know there was Jiffy peanut butter years ago. I totally know Luke, I am your fault, whatever it is. It was something that you really, it was part of your life, and then it totally changed, okay? Like the Mr. Rogers was a big one for me. I've shared that before. Okay, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Something changed. So we see that. So, you know, I've been realizing this too. Maybe the timeline frequency overrides everything. Like a person's consciousness could be on, you know, if they decide, or maybe they drop and they're on one timeline and then they come back onto the timeline. Okay, comment that down below if you've witnessed that. One day they're on one timeline and then they do a total 180. They just shut off, then they come back on. It happens, right? So we have to start learning this as a frequency. Held back. And there's a tension that's building. We're feeling it inside. A lot of us are yearning inside for more, yearning for living our life authentically, not living a fake life. There are people out there that teach spirituality. They teach about fake positivity. Some people even call it toxic positivity. I like to share about authenticity. Sometimes it doesn't matter, okay? And what I need to do, like on a very high, please click the like button so others hear this, okay? And if it resonates, on a high vibrational time like this, okay? I go to gratitude. I'm grateful for things, but it doesn't change what my soul is yearning for, okay? Some people call that toxic positivity. You can't positivity things away and just say, oh, because then you wind up staying in that same state. You have to like really focus on what you deserve. I've been sharing this. Guess what? You deserve these things, yeah. Because a lot of people in their mind, in the subconscious mind when they were children, a lot of people had a lot of trauma when they were children. And you might have gotten the subconscious program that you do not deserve. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve this relationship. You don't, but you do. You do deserve to have the best. You do deserve to have the best. And this is where we have to fix those programs in our mind. We are held back, and it makes us really irritable when you feel like you're going to explode before the burst. Which door do you take? You know, we're moving forward, and again, we don't just do things for our life just to do them. We don't have a relationship just to have a relationship. God wants us to have discernment. Which door do you take? And then you know which door to walk through. Because during this pullback period, during the time when you are held down, you are building discernment. You're building up your clairs. I've been sharing this before. Get your clairs up, kid. Get your clairs up. You know, I mentor a lot of people in the gym. You know, a lot of people just concerned with the physical. And what I do on this channel, I merge all three facets. People worried about getting your weight up. You got to get your clairs up, son. You better get your clairs up. Otherwise, everything will fall. You got to have balance in your life. It doesn't matter how strong you are or what mirage you would like to take, like to appear in the public eye. If you are not spiritually strong, the whole house of cards will fail. I have many brothers and sisters that, you know, maybe they got into situations where they didn't have their clairs up. And if they had that intuition, I just did a video on intuition. If you had your intuition, Golden Aura writes, balance is key, absolutely. When you have your intuition up, you make better decisions. When you are held down and you sit with it, you have to sit with it, okay? And the energies are totally coursing through. We reach a point where we have total faith. On my journey, I have total faith. I've done this before in the past, and I will do it again now. We're living this out in the now moment. I told you, it's the greatest reality show you've ever seen, right? Isn't it great? Remember the stories, remember the times? Well, we're going through it again, Light Warriors. And if you're new, I'm grateful that you're here. The exchange. I move forward with total faith in God, even though I don't see one bit of physical evidence. Isn't that amazing? It's scary. I'm being honest with you. But this is what I've done. This is what I've done in the past, and this is what I'm doing right now. There might be not a stitch of evidence. You say, and I shared with you yesterday, I wrestled with God. What the hell is going on? There's nothing. But I still show up every day. I still show up in the world every single day. Even if there's not one stitch of physical evidence, A lot of things happen when you plant the seed. You say, where's it going to grow? It's not growing. You're waiting, okay? Weeks, month. Then all of a sudden, something sprouts out of that. There might not be a stitch of physical evidence. This is what it means to walk by faith. I've been beaten down many times. It's the refinement. Being crowned is earned. Being crowned is earned through alignment, refinement, obedience. Write it down. Alignment, refinement, obedience. Write it down. Alignment, refinement, and obedience. And that's what I've done on my journey. And I'm here to pass it forward to all of you. It's powerful, right? You can feel the Holy Spirit fire, right? It's blazing, light warriors. You are not in control of anything. You are only in control of yourself at this time. There's only one thing I could do is go inside. I've been sharing about my journey. You could check out the brand new YouTube short. I just recently had cupping done on my body. And maybe you're new to that. Some people are aware of it. But it's not just for your muscles. But it actually pulls out the traumas, the densities that you've had, and it comes to the surface, and then you actually, it's very overwhelming. So everything's heightened at this time. So what I'm focused on, I can't move forward. We all kind of feel this. So what I'm doing, I'm going inside. I'm getting deep inside. I'm hitting the sauna. I've shared this with you. I'm doing the cupping. I've shared this with you. I'm sharing the modalities with you because it's going to last the test of time. These are the things that you have to do. Was it interesting, Archie? You know, Lisa writes, it's not just a physical release. I love you, Lisa. I appreciate you being here. No, it goes beyond the physical. And this is why it's so difficult to connect to people at this time, because they're only concerned with the physical. They're not in tune with the heart space. And I've been sharing this over the past couple weeks. It's a rebalancing of the heart-mind connection. It is a rebalancing of the heart-mind connection. I'm not saying to get rid of all your rational mind, but a lot of people, they just totally, they're 100% in there, and you will lose. You will fail. Every single time you will fail. I've seen it over the years. I have the evidence. You have to have that balance. And what I learned years ago, you have to have your head in the clouds, but you also have to have your feet on the ground. That's the balance. That's the alignment that I've been sharing with you. This is where we're headed towards in this year. That old life must end this year, one way or another. I've been sharing that with you. That old life must end this year. You're sitting there. This is what this time period is about. You're sitting here right now. I'll do it for you. You let me know if I'm telling you. And you're like, I'm done with this existence. I'm done with this life. I can't be here anymore. I need the new. You could write new in the comments. This year, the 9. It's 999. It's over, kid. And you're saying it to God. You say, God, I'm done with it. I'm finished with it. I ain't living this way no more. Now, once you set the standard, hang on to your seats. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Hang on to your seats, kid. We're hanging on to our seats. Before the crown is the crushing. Yeah, I've been crushed many times. Yeah. It's called the threshing floor. It's called being refined. Before the crown comes the crushing. Then you walk with purpose. We have to walk with purpose in our everyday life. And we have to simply go with it. And things might not make sense. Where am I going? Where am I going today? It's difficult. And I have gone through this, it's like a little shakeup. And it makes you feel a little uncomfortable. But it's sending you to where your highest timeline is. You might be new to this. You stumbled on, you're watching You're watching, you're tuning in behind the scenes. You say to yourself, yeah, I'm kind of picking up on this. I'm kind of interested in this. No, timelines are a real thing. But you have to be the captain of your ship. Are you the captain of your ship? Like Captain Morgan? Don't be Captain Literal, man. That's what you can't, that's the one captain you can't, oh my God. I see these people in the comments section. Please interact in the comments section. It's so much fun. I love to have fun. That's seriously all I want to do. Fun. It's one of my most powerful videos. It's a simple video. It's so simple. But the people in the world, it is amazing. And that's what I do. Okay? And that's what I've been doing in my life right now. I put out this frequency. Chosen to be different. I'm very grateful for the support. Thank you so much for that. New. How do I discern if my goals, dreams are realistic or just idealization of mine? I have had the same goals my whole life. The answer is they are realistic. And chosen to be different. F-U-C and then K, everyone else that gets in your way. Ooh, that rhymes. That rhymes. That rhymes. That's what I've done. I've done this. I've had it in my journey. You can't have this. You can't have that. I said, get the heck out of my way. And I just barrel rolled. The obstacle is the way, that's why we were chosen to be different. The obstacle is the way. That's what I've done on my journey. The obstacle is I bashed into every I went right at it. That's what I actually do. The Sigma male is wired differently. The royal family, Sananda, is wired differently. It's the truth. Smash the like button if that. Are you wired differently? How you doing? How are you? Are you wired differently? Take the journey with us. That's what we're doing. We're just a family. We're just going on a journey together. Yeah, we're just hanging out. We're just having fun. That's what the purpose is. It's supposed to be fun. Life is supposed to be fun. And very strongly, that's what I do now. I'm in the next phase of my everyday life, and I'm putting out a frequency, attracting the new people that come in. There's always new people that are coming in to your everyday life. And there's new situations. And sometimes on our journey, we say, this situation doesn't make sense, or, you go from one thing to another, and it's quantum chaos. So I put out a frequency. All I do is I stand on the beach and I attract new people. And it's when you actually, pay attention, when you actually connect with a person that is on that frequency for a period of time, you will actually pick up on the timeline or the reality that we're in. Yesterday, I was, hanging out with my friend on the beach, and, I had a conversation with her. And, we were talking about a lot of different things, and, to connect with someone that, kind of gets it. Not everyone's going to, and then to hear things she had to share with me. My time that, say, I spent with her, it enriched my life. Regardless of whatever it is. Like a lot of people out there, they say, oh, this has to be that. You have to start getting back to the basics. Is the moment of time enriching your life, or is it draining you? T-Knock, I appreciate you. The children of God just want to have fun now. I love that. Thank you very much. Very grateful for the support. We went on a walk together, and I like to walk the beach, so we're walking, and like you feel like, and I had this conversation with her. It's like, we're the only ones here. And even though, because it was a weekend day, there was a lot of people on the beach. And it feels like we're the only two people there. And and she gets it too, and you can see the behaviors, and all these people, they're all the same, okay? Maybe reading, maybe walking, looking for shells, okay? And then you see the drones, they all do the same. They do a photo shoot for 35 minutes. She was laughing. I'm like, they were concerned about getting one photo to Photoshop. Look at this beautiful ocean. Look at what we're doing right now. And they're all in the matrix. You don't know who is who. We walked down to the area where the rocks, I filmed many videos there, these massive rocks. And I heard this story, and maybe, some people have heard this story. This was going back, a while back. It was still kind of cold, and I was hanging out by the rocks. I said, and I was kind of in there. It was a little cold at the time. I wanted to get tan. I really, I didn't want to be seen at that time. I'm just relaxing. I'm like healing my nervous system. And this random guy comes over to me like a wise ass. So it's like throwing like chips at me, I said, what is he? He goes, what are you doing? He goes, you should be standing up. Look at you. People should be seeing you're hiding over here. And I'm like, what is? I didn't know. I don't know what's going on. I was like, this guy. And he was like kind of like rude. I'm like, I have to fight this guy? Like, I don't know what's going on. And then I hear him talking to someone else. He's being rude again. And then then he comes like talking to me again. He's like, you gotta stand up. Let people see you, whatever he was saying. Then he's talking to someone else. I hear him. He's being a wise ass again. And then I turn around and he disappeared. Sometimes we don't realize who deliver us the message. So I shared her that story. And doesn't matter how the message came, it was a message. Sometimes we think that the angels and demons or whatever they are, I even go through other situations at this time. And I'm going to teach you right now. I have another situation, and I can't tell if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Is this, is this angelic? Is this negative? And the answer is, it doesn't matter. As long as it makes me stronger. Do you understand now? It doesn't matter. I could take anything. I don't care. I'm going through a tough time right now. Things I don't understand. And I'm just paying it forward to all of you. You might be going through these things right now. You might be confused right now in the quantum chaos. You don't know, but I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter if it makes you stronger. Say, oh, this is a beautiful situation. This is a negative situation. But does it bring the best out of you? And this goes back to my quantum event video. These are the staples of the universe. I know these things don't make sense. You might be new to this. I was there. I sit here today. Certainly things. Make it make sense, right? Everyone's writing that in the comments today. Make it make sense. I'm going through that right now. Me too. Me too. No, that's what, there's nothing in my life. Okay? But then we go into periods of time. And then it almost feels like we're in like a bubble, and we see everything going around us, right? You could be by yourself, or maybe you are having a conversation with someone, and it's like, make it make sense. It's not going to make sense today, but it will make sense down the road. Lion Teach, I love you very much. Vibes to you. The lions are rising. Lion time. You learn from the animals. They're all part of us. Watch behavior. I share about this. You want to learn? Yeah, I observe. Your high commander observes nature. I observe and look at the animals. Look how they behave. That's the stuff you have to attract into your life. It doesn't matter who they are or what their purpose is. Take the journey is the lesson today. That's what I have said. I'm telling you, it is a struggle right now. Okay? This is reality on this channel. This is authenticity on this channel. We go through it together on this channel. It is very difficult right now. But what I say right now is, I'm going to take the journey. That's the only thing that I could do. Because in the end of this, I am not in control of anything else that is outside out there. I am in control of one thing. I am. It's been here. Yeah. I am is the only thing that I'm in control of, and nothing else. I don't care what anyone thinks about me. I don't care. You've seen me for a while. This is the truth. The only thing is I am, and nothing else. Nothing. The pain, the darkness is what we go through. Lonnie Wallace. I appreciate you, Lonnie. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Lonnie. I appreciate the support. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you so much for that. If you're stumbling onto the live stream, very grateful if you could just tap that like button. It's a great support so people hear the message, if it resonates. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Transcending through the depths of darkness. You know, a lot of people think, oh, it's a unicorn and rainbow. Transcend through the depths of darkness. That's where transmutation comes. Going into the darkness. And we get sick of it too. But it's the only way, because if we're not extreme, sometimes I go to the extreme. A lot of you know me that have been on this channel. No apologies, unapologetic, just keep going. You can't apologize. You can't walk on eggshells. No, I go through the extremes. Because it's about the foundation. Extreme. Yeah, Midge writes, there's perceived limitations. There are actually no limitations. But sometimes we are limited. Like God has a big foot on us and we're squirming and kicking and it's super uncomfortable. But that is the threshing floor. We are threshed. We are refined. It's a difficult thing to go through. It's difficult for me, but I'm showing you all. I show up every day. Because once you get back into alignment, like this puts me back into alignment. That's how you heal. The more you're in alignment, the more that you are working a job that's not serving your soul. This has been happening. Maybe it's coming up to you now. Okay, there's even a term for it over the past few years. It was called the Great Resignation. Do you know this? A lot of people left their job because it wasn't feeding their soul. People are chasing, mundane, surface-level relationships. Your heart it will always fail. All of these things will not be here anymore. A lot of you know this. A lot of these things will not be here anymore. Be preemptive. That's what I've done. Don't go down there. It's dark. It's true. You have to be, what I do here is I make you the captain of your own ship. That's what you have to be. There's nothing outside of you. There literally is nothing outside of you. And it gets overwhelming. We feel the anxiety. Bubbles up to the surface. But when you're in this place Your authenticity shines bright like a diamond. I believe that was a song. That was a song, right? I'm always putting out a frequency. I'm putting out a frequency of attraction. It's the only thing I could do. You put out a frequency into the ether, into the quantum field, and then the echo comes back. This is what I have always done. This is what I do now. We are changing our frequencies. We go through it. And I've shared from a place of, if you are new to the channel, I made the playlist, Ascension Guide 101. I have given full transparency. A lot of people don't want to do the work, okay? I know the beta males, I know the modern women, I know all these. No, this is for the divine masculine and feminine. If you are the divine masculine or the divine feminine, then you write that in the comments today. I am the divine feminine. I am the divine masculine. There are no labels. There are no separations. But what we need to do is take ownership of our life. That's what I do on the channel. There are people that bitch and complain. Whiners complain, winners train. I train every single day. I train every day. And I've been showing this to all of you. It's not easy. Imp's world, preachers preach, right? I appreciate that. No, it's the truth. It is the truth. These things never change. I know you're the divine feminine. BC writes, mic dropping hammers. I appreciate that. I love to drop the truth. That's what we do on this channel. And I'm grateful for all of you because you give me a voice in the world to speak the truth. We can't complain about it. It's not easy. There is a difference. And we have to be forgiving, understanding. But we also at the same, and a lot of people are understanding me at a very deep level. I'm not a doormat. I don't tolerate stuff, but I'm always ready to forgive. I'm always ready to love. I've shared this before. So many people are afraid of love. Whatever it is, guys, start living your life. Go out, go. But a lot of people can't. Once you have secured your boundaries, as long as the boundaries are not eroded, you're cool. I'm cool. But it's just the boundaries. You can't be afraid of people. You can't be afraid of people. There's people afraid of people. Comment down below if that's what's going on in the world. Once you have installed the boundaries, again, you are not in control of anything outside of you. You're not in control of other people. I get it. You might understand it. That's even for example, I know a lot of people, we have a tremendous Facebook community. My links are in the description on the channel page. Connect on Facebook, interact with the post. I will connect there. There's also a lot of, they have these AI things. They're not even people. So interact with my post so I know it's real. I appreciate that. And we're growing like never before. Okay? But I see this. I know you want to wake people up. You can't. You can't. You keep putting your light. You just put it out there. But ultimately, we can't wake anyone up. Everyone is responsible for themselves. And it's just about hitting that frequency. So the more we rise up in frequency, more of us are rising up. And then other people will just say it's going to get less and less. And they have to have that inner awakening to the truth. The truth is the most high. It's the highest state of consciousness. Don't forget it. You cannot control anything outside of you. I've shared it for years. We cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. It's the only thing. So that's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on removing more and more of the densities, removing more and more of the past. You're going to see your physical wellness is going to improve. Tonight on Patreon, we'll be hosting a meeting. We all collaborate together. The link is in the description if you'd like to join us on Patreon. We have Facebook and TikTok as well. There's brand new posts. Please, I'm so grateful if you would share this video with others today if it resonates with you. And all of the regular support of clicking the like button, sharing, commenting. We have brand new YouTube shorts up. Go to the first playlist. Check out Ascension Guide 101. I'll put that down there as well. It is going to help you to level up. You need to listen carefully. It's not a genie in a bottle. It's not a magical unicorn. In our everyday lives, we need to do what is required. That's the true journey. It's the true journey. So, I love you all. Grateful for your thoughts, your prayers. Keep going. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. And that's all you can do at this time. You are in control of nothing during this quantum chaos. Path of least resistance and go with what, even if it doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense. That's the see, we see how we do it as a community? Make it make sense. Drop all the comments today. Drop the comments today. I love to, highlight the community as well. I love you guys so much. So grateful for all of you. See you tonight on Patreon. We'll be back on tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. Love you all. Bye for now.